Welcome to a new edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training for the Harness Edge, and our first one from Florida this year, and Ed Lohmeyer's the victim. Ed, just before we're going to 2-year-olds, we were here last year, did your 2-year-olds, and out of that came Ideal Nuggets. Everybody loved to have a filly like this, Western Ideal. She won almost 200,000, and yet you could look at her and say she's a bit of a tough luck thing for a couple of reasons.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to be the kind of guy that says, well, we coulda, woulda, but she had a good year, made it close to 200, had a couple bad breaks, but
Very consistent.
very consistent, nice big filly, not the best of her group, but will be at you every week, and when she gets her trip, she's going to beat you. So happy with her. She's sound. She's coming back good.
Little disappointing, Breeders' Crown.
Yeah, you know what? Timmy drove her perfect, actually, and when I say that, she got taken down, but you got to leave hard with her, take your position. She's no good first over, and you get what you can from the 3/4 pole home or just before then if you can follow. And he drove her perfect, only touched the horse coming out of the hole, and that particular horse didn't need an excuse to make a break, because the next week he made a break behind the gate anyhow with nobody touching him. But that's the way racing goes. And Timmy drove it perfect. I can't blame Timmy for doing that. And he come out, he won, but he just that horse just touched him a bit and enough to make him run.
We saw her out here today. Do you like her prospects to graduate from 2 to 3 to be maybe the big girl?
Well, no. I don't think she's. There's some really good fillies out there, and you know the one that's very good. But I'll be happy if she goes back to 150 this year as a 3-year-old.
But we've seen you can tippy-toe your way around, and at the end of the year go, wow, that's a pretty big number.
Well, that's true. And if she's consistent and can pace 51, 50, or whatever it is, and dance in all the dances, she's going to be fine.
Okay, spend $1 on me, an Art Major homebred colt for Bob Tucker.
Okay, this colt, it was in the Harrisburg sale. Very well-bred colt. His mother, I raced her at 2 and 3. She made 300,000 at 2 and 300,000 at 3, and 1 in 52 at Lexington at 2. And
that was Indulge Me.
Yes, that was Indulge Me. The colt was in the sale. Got kicked in the knee a month before the sale. Hairline fracture of his growth plate and his knee. Very lame walking on it. So he had no choice but to take him out of the sale. And it was a good 2 months before he could even come out of the stall to walk. And then he's behind, but it's healed, and he's training well. He's got ability, very well.
Presence on the track.
Yeah, he's a flashy looking colt. He's a dilatory. I haven't cut him because he's so well bred, but I'm going to wait as long as I can. He seems like he might be okay, but he's got a lot of ability. I look for him down the road to be okay.
Okay. Then we got a Lucky Chucky filly out of Susie's Image called Shy That Way, and it was 35,000 as a weanling.
Yeah, Patty, my wife, we had a filly we had to bring up by herself, and she said, well, we can't do that. So she went out to Harrisburg, and she bought this weanling filly for 35,000, which I thought was a lot of money. But the Lucky Chuckies were bringing, that's a year, his first crop. They brought a lot of money for, I don't know why. He was a nice horse, but he wasn't a great horse.
Maybe your opinion didn't count a whole lot to her.
No, it didn't. Absolutely not. So this is a filly. That's how we got this filly. And, Susie's Image, she won the Breeders' Crown at 3. She was second in it at 4. And she's a Dream Vacation. I've always liked Dream Vacation. So she's a little slight, this filly, but training well.
And the third one in the group is Quiet Cove, some beach somewhere, 75,000 out of Harrisburg.
This is a very, very well-bred filly, and Mr. Tucker bought her to breed later on, but her first dam, I know her first dam's got $1 million winner plus some more $200,000-$300,000 ones. She's by the Western. And the second dam is a dam of Holborn, Hanover, who's won $2 or $3 million, and he's got a record of 47. 75,000, I don't think was I thought it was a fair price for the filly. She's training fine. She's a little small, and a little chubby right now, but that'll come off her as the weather gets better down here.
You got to give your owner, Bob Tucker, a lot of credit. He's been with you for 100 years, and Bob's in his 80s, and he's buying yearling fillies to add to his broodmare band.
Oh, that's what keeps him young. Unfortunately, Mr. Tucker's in the hospital right now, and was very grave for a while. Fell and hit his head during the winter, and he's getting better every day now. But he was not too good there for a while. He'll be 89 in May.
An optimist.
Oh, he never stops. I mean, he's every day of his life he lives to the fullest, and he doesn't think about what's going to happen tomorrow.
Shouldn't we all?
Yes, that'd be a wonderful thing to do.
Well, Ed, thanks for your thoughts, and good luck the rest of the winter.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
Harold Howe with Ed Lohmeyer, 2-year-olds.